Healing of mind and body. Let's take the body first, because that's real simple, that's real easy. When our bodies begin to heal, quite simply, we begin to look better, we begin to feel better. People begin to compliment us on how great we're looking, okay? We're feeling, our appetite is returning, we gain weight. Healing of the body. Healing of the mind. Do you know what happens when our minds begin to heal? We begin to stop blaming other people for our problems. When our minds begin to heal, we begin to take full responsibility for what has been going on in our lives. When our minds begin to heal, we are less suspicious, we are less paranoid. When our minds begin to heal, we tend to have a return of our sense of humor. We're able to laugh at ourselves. When our minds begin to heal, we actually begin to feel better about ourselves. Healing of the mind and body. Belief in a higher power. When we talked about the compulsion, there may have been some of us who had to have known that in order to lose that compulsion, there had to be a higher power, because it was not done under our own power. We might have been able to think about times when we've had tears in our eyes, knowing that we had to drink a drug, knowing that we didn't want to. And when that compulsion was finally relieved, we had to know that it was a power outside of ourselves. Who can talk about that?
You were talking about a compulsion a moment ago, an addiction or an obsession.
Yes.
And that also is a power greater than myself, not a power higher than myself. And that power greater than myself was, I thought that I could handle it on my own, because I was brought up that if I can't handle it, it can't be done. But it was only until I accepted this higher power that I was able to be relieved of this obsession, this compulsion. And that just the nature of a compulsion is that it dictates what I do in the run of a day, the 24 hours that whenever I'm awake, it dictates what I do. And I had no control over that. That's the nature of a compulsion. I have no control over it. It had control over me. And it took a higher power, my belief and my faith in a higher power, for me to be relieved of that compulsion. And it came when I actually got some shit. I had no other way to go. When I gave up on me and accepted, someone else, my higher powers I choose to call God.